Yes, there we go. I will try to
Didn't you do
do
it
the
last time?
recap.
Are you monopolizing the recaps?
I did it last time.
I think I just helped out. I think that's all I did, But the so we had set out. We were in the woods, and we done a long rest in Liam's tiny hut, and we were making our way over uh, to the manor, and there was some discussion about whether we should blow a spell slot so that way we would be on these magical tigers. Because we were thinking about looking pretty boss, but we were like going, you know what, we might need every spell slot that we have, when we get there. And so we approach cautiously, and uh, uh, we're trying to work out a little bit in the way of stealth. And then we started noticing a body on the ground,
Every time
and
you guys try to do
Ew.
stealth stuff, it turns into the Three Stooges.
It gets
oh,
bad.
it does,
It gets bad.
it does, it so does. Um,
The
and
magic word.
Loomis, I believe. No, no, no. It was not Loomis. I believe it was Cole that approached the body stealthily and found that the uh, the person had been dead for a little bit, and then had us come join him.
Don't
Um,
forget Numpsk.
oh yeah, and then
Nooms
we were asking about.
did a vital reconnaissance.
Yes, yes. So we were wondering about a reconnaissance. Cole said, "I will have Numps go and survey the grounds," and Numps landed on his right shoulder instead of landing on my head, which meant that there was somebody that was alive, uh, at least one person that was alive. And so we approached the stairs cautiously, then noticed that there was some movement. We circled around uh, to where that movement was and found a survivor. And there was a number of bodies that were all around of the Order Esoterica. The person that had survived told of that Shaldor had come and said that they should join the order. The general and um, the oh gosh, what's his name?
Lord Roville.
Uh,
I will type their
Lord
names in
Roville. Thank
chat.
you. Yeah, Lord Roville accepted his offer of uh, of 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 great power. Uh, the order, uh, true believers of the order, did not want to go that route, and
Well, some of them
and were
did. Some of them
Yeah, oh, yeah,
did,
yeah.
and some of them didn't.
Yeah, exactly. But the true believers of the Order Esoterica, who went, this is not good, were put to death by Shaldor,
They got they
and
got
they
puddinized.
yeah, and yes, and then the others that had survived, that not survived, had accepted the offer, went to hunt us down, which we believe we killed every one of the ones that had tried to hunt us down. Um, and we let that one survivor go. Uh, uh, in fact, Soren gave him, I think, 10 gold, which was half of what he pilfered off the bodies, and said, lead a good life, and go back to the farm. And so after he, ran off, we decided to go inside. We went inside, um, to where we happened upon two invisible uh, 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 foes, one being Lord Roville and the other being the general, General Vemerov. Um, uh, Loomis uh, uh, is in the small room with Lord Voville, hopefully to be dispatched, and the rest of us are battling it out with General Vemerov. The only person that can see either of the two is Soren, because he had cast the spell See Invisibility, and I think that's where we left off.
That is, in fact, where we left off. Does anyone have anything to add? Going once.
They're invisible,
That's
right?
pretty.
All
They've been
right.
plaguing us. Yes, that's a good recap, though.
Yeah,
Thanks.
very good recap.
Thanks. Oh, thanks, man.
All right. So we turn now.
I was about to botch it. I was thinking it was Loomis that approached the body, but it was Cole. I was very close to botching that.
I followed him. I was with him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not too far off.
Then I spooked out of the room.
Okay. Whew.
Or wait, that's the wrong music. Hang on. There we go. All right. When last we played, we had just started round 2, and Lord Roville's turn is now up. Let's see.
We get a full rest.
No, you did not.
Yeah, we did before we came into the building.
Yeah,
And then
that was a good one.
That is
I-
very. That is very.
It has been 2 weeks. I mean,
All right.
in dog weeks. Dog weeks.
Let's see. Lord Roville is going to move 5, 10. He's going to cast Misty Step and appear behind.
Oh, I
Soren.
closed the door. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I had closed the door. I did do that, but I guess he could open the door.
I don't recall that at all. But even if you did, he opened it as a free action, and he uses Misty Step.
And there you go.
And he's now behind you. All right, so
Gotcha.
once he is behind you, let me see. You just cast See Invisibility, didn't you?
Yep.
But you yourself are not invisible.
No.
We can work with that. Let's see. I think Lord Roville is going to cast lightning of his own at you from behind.
And I will.
Oh, good God! Hang on.
Yeah.
This stat sheet didn't even bother. I imported the one from the 2025 handbook for Archmage, and it didn't even bother to add in spell casting for him.
Oh. Well, that's convenient for me.
No, it's not. It's not convenient at all.
Well, no, it isn't. No, it isn't, Chris.
Hang on. Oh, it did. It just wasn't. It just wasn't selected. Okay. All right. So, lightning bolt. Ooh, it's at a level 7 version.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Well, I will cast Counterspell, and
He will use his reaction to counterspell your counterspell.
ha!
oh,
However, doing so now means he cannot cast lightning bolt. Who knows why?
Oh my gosh, I know, because he did 2 spells at the same time.
Yeah, he can't do 2 spells in the same round. So he's going to have to use a cantrip to attack. Let's see. What does he want to do? I think he will do Firebolt. No. Yeah, I think he'll do Firebolt. And that's a natural 1.
Ooh.
That's not going to hit anything. You know what? Let me test. Okay, all right. I was about to say, for some reason the calculation looks wonky on that thing, but it did. It rolled a 1 and then a 2 and then an 11, which doesn't add in his modifiers. This sheet is broken. Hang on. Let me look at his. Oh, okay, it gives it. Never mind. All right, well, that is. Let me see. He still has 20 feet of movement. I think he's going to duck inside this room. He's going to close the door behind him. You can open and close doors as a free action as part of your movement, by the way.
Cool.
Chris Head, give me a perception check as a freebie from where you are.
Perception check. Okay. Not persuasion.
Perception.
Yep, perception. Got it.
So you heard him move into that room, and then it sounds like he moved through that room.
Ah, gotcha.
All right. Next up is. Well, let me see. Hang on. Oh no, we've got to get to her first.
Would
All right.
we have seen him exit that room?
Let me see. No, you wouldn't have seen anything, Torka. Cole, you would have seen him appear behind Soren and then go through this door. Loomis would have seen him vanish in front of Soren, but then nothing after that. Torka, you're completely blocked off from that wall right here where that Stokel's standing next to.
Okay.
We lost somebody. Who did we lose? We lost Stokes.
Oh no.
There he is. He's back. Stokes, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yes.
All right. So Stokes, you just missed me telling you that from where you were, you would have seen that dude appear behind Soren. There was a brief battle of magics, and then
I saw him.
And
Okay.
then he launched a firebolt at Soren, and then went through that door behind him, or behind him.
Ah.
So you would have
Okay.
seen him appear behind Soren, do all that, and then go through that door. You do not currently see him as he has gone through another room. All right. Next up
Okay.
is Loomis.
Nice. Thanks for the update.
What
Sorry,
did
guys.
we? What did
Good
we?
job.
What did we? What is this icon on Loomis?
Oh,
I
it's
know that
because he's
I
got
got
the effects of that super spell that gives him
He just-
advantage all the time.
Oh, okay.
Chris calls it the Matrix spell. He just have an
I call
8-hour
it the Matrix spell.
spell.
All right. Next up
He
is
moves
Loomis.
the world like
Okay. I guess I couldn't have done an attack of opportunity because I didn't see him, right? I mean,
He missed his steps, so you couldn't anyway,
okay.
even if you had seen him.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he does Misty Step, you don't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So I did see the door open, and him leave
You
the room.
you saw him, or he was right here. He opened the door, and then he disappeared.
Okay. All right. So then I can follow with. I'll come out here. And
You don't know where he went after that.
okay.
Soren could tell you if it was his turn.
Okay. I look around and say, "Where'd he go?" And that ends my turn.
All right. Next up is our invisible friend. And she...
Oh, gotcha.
Let me get her stat block back up. And this is General Vemerov, for those of you who may not remember her.
Oh, I remember.
All right, what does she want to do?
He's a fox.
She is a foxy half-elf.
Who
She wants
slipped
to give
through
up.
our grasp
Surrender.
times.
Much like a hoochie mama at a Diddy freak-off, slipping through your grasp way too much because of all the baby oil. All right. So, she
wishes to surrender. That's what she wants to do.
She is going to make 3 rapier attacks at you, Torka. She will
Hey,
have
now.
she will have advantage because she is invisible.
Not very foxy anymore.
Fox on the run. Alright, so let's
Fox
see.
on the run.
You're screaming, everybody runs. Alright, so 3 attacks at Torka. With advantage, she is looking for 22s. Miss. Hit. And a hit. So that's 3 hits. Or 2 hits, pardon me. First hit. 18, second hit. Plus 6, 24, plus 7, 31 points of damage total, Torka.
Minus 31. Okay.
Alright. And she is going to move. Torka, you can make 1 wild swing at her as you can hear that she has moved out of your range. Or she has moved away from you. So if you would like to, you can attempt to hit her, but it will be at disadvantage, as you cannot see her.
I have put the disadvantage token on my
You mean you've the button?
on my
you've,
sheet. I have clicked my disadvantage thing.
you've hit the
yes.
toggle. All right.
I toggled. Ooh, that's a nasty word. And I'm going to swing my vicious war pick. And miss.
You did, in fact, miss. That, let me see. That will end her turn. Next up is Soren Lorenzen.
Gotcha.
Son of Miss what? I can never say your dad's name. It's long and overly complicated.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember it myself right at the moment. I'm
Son of a Lawrenson.
yeah, son of a Lawrenson. Hold on a second. Let me. No, not Miss Randier. Hold on a second.
It better not be Miss Randier. We're getting sued.
No, it is not Miss Randier. 1 second. Hold on a second.
For those
Where
of you
is
who
that
don't know,
name?
Miss Randier is the elven name for who?
For Aragorn.
For Gandalf. For F.
Gandalf. Sorry, Gandalf.
Do you even Tolkien, bro?
Exactly. Mr. Ramos. That's Mr. Ramos.
One of the many
Bellion,
names.
Mr. Ramos.
All right.
Yes, exactly. All right. Okay. So, Soren will get his character back to his character sheet. Where was this toggle that you were talking about doing advantage, disadvantage?
It's on
Some
the
of us
core
are-
sheet.
No, some of us are not trusted with such things.
Oh,
We
okay.
just get
Oh,
easy
yeah.
mode.
Yeah, that's true. Some of you, I kind of Try to idiot proof the sheet as much as possible. If you don't have it on there, then you were one of the slow kids.
There you go. I am definitely a slow kid.
I'm
I'm
right
moving
there
my
with
way in. 5, 10, 15. Okay, where is she?
Where's who?
Where's
Oh.
General Vimerov? Because I can see her.
He means he has see invisibility. Does he
Yeah.
see?
She
Miss
is
Zimmer?
from right there. You cannot see her.
Ah. Did I see her go past me?
You did not.
Ah. I do not see her.
If you would like to use your action to make a perception check, you may.
No.
I'm just giving you options.
Okay, gotcha. 5, 10, 15. 20.
Linus Berryman is attacking my hand as if he were a
25.
tiger.
30. 35.
Oh, hang on. When you were right here,
Yes. Yes. When I was right here.
when you were right here before you moved here, you would feel somebody trying to thrust a rapier into your back. But they will not do so. They will do so normally. They will not do so with advantage because you came around here and you walked into the room right down here. But as soon as you moved from here to here, you were aware suddenly that General Vimerov was right around that corner wall.
So I need to be right here, and so she's
Well, as soon as
over here.
as soon as you moved away down to here, she would have used her attack of opportunity to strike into you.
Gotcha. Where is she?
Again, she's on the other side of that wall, right here.
Oh, gotcha. All right,
You see
then
her now as she slides her rapier between your ribs.
Okay, I will move back to here.
And
And
18
attack.
does not hit you. Jesus.
Thank goodness.
She rolled a 6.
All
Are
right.
you kidding me? This is a boss villain. God damn.
That boss villain's going down. Let's see. Okay,
Now,
so
you are
yeah,
here because you moved away. That's what provoked her attack of opportunity.
Yep. And
But you are now aware that she is against that wall.
gotcha. And I will go right here, and I will quicken Shocking Grasp. Let's see, Shocking Grasp, which I believe I do add an advantage.
You do have an advantage. Normally, if you couldn't see her, it would cancel out. But you can see her, so you do have advantage as she is wearing metal armor.
Gotcha. Cool. And rolled a 30.
Yeah, a 30, as it turns out, hits her a little bit. For
Cool.
18 points of lightning, and she loses a reaction that she no longer had this round.
Excellent. And I will now cast Dispel Magic on her invisibility.
Hang on.
If that's
She
If I
will.
can-
She's going to hit that with counterspell.
But she can't because she lost her reaction.
Oh shit! That's right. That's right. She cannot. That's right. She does not have a reaction with which to use counterspell. All right, Chris Head.
What?
Chris Head turned the tables. Torka breathes a sigh of relief. Do you think Morden under your breath, or do you say "think fuck"?
Oh no.
Or Soren. Soren is in the running.
I think,
He's
yeah,
in the
I
running.
think Morden, and then I think Soren.
And now you see
Uh,
Torka and Soren, a murderous rage in her eyes, fixed on Soren Lawrenson.
right. Um,
Like that
I
may be all
tell,
she wants to do with whatever time she thinks she has left is kill Soren Lawrenson.
and that would be the norm, because I think she's always wanted to murder me. Um, anyways, I yell out to Torka, I think she's right here. it's and grin, right in her eye.
Hang on,
And
Stokes, it is not your turn?
I know. I just can't click right. I was just trying to read for myself what my
No,
options
I
are.
appreciate it.
I apologize.
It lets me adjust some strategies. Okay. All right, Soren, does that
Those-
end your turn?
that ends my turn.
All right, let's see. General Vemerov is going to move right here. And she is going to use her Slay You All feature, which allows her to hit everything within 5 feet of her. So she is going to make a rapier attack each at Cole and Soren. First one is at Cole, 27 hits. The second one is at Soren Lawrenson, 16 misses. Cole, you take 11 points of damage.
All right.
And what were you concentrating on?
I think it was a fairy fire that didn't really work.
All
I
right.
don't think I'm concentrating on.
Give me a
For
DC
real.
10 Constitution saving throw.
Coming.
All right, you
I do have the advantage.
You continue to focus on this fairy fire that I don't think affected anyone.
No, technically it's still there, and she might even be in it, but I've lost track of it. So I'm gonna take my concentration off because I can't remember across sessions what it was even for. But
Okay.
I think it, yeah, I could have used that. She might have even moved into my fairy fire.
All right.
All
Very
right.
good. That will end Soren's turn. Next up is Cole.
Okay. Well, I guess I can see her because she just stabbed me.
You feel as if she can see you, yes.
Okay.
The blood
All right.
trickling out of the side of your abdomen tells you, I think she can see me.
Yeah, but that's been true for a while now. But hey, I can see her too. That's new. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this wall of force that I already leaked into the chat. So I'm gonna mark out the spell slot, and I am going to put a if assuming I can, I'll put a 5-foot sphere around her.
Okay.
So this is, so it's basically like a 5-foot square around her, but it's spherical. So if I need to draw that, I can. But it's basically this, but spherical. And then, so that is a physical barrier. And then I'm gonna move after that 5, 10. I guess 15, where I can see my buddies Torka and Soren. I'm gonna yell to them, "Hey, leave her in this sphere and let's go after the Lord of the Manor." And then 20, 25. Did this door get closed or is it still open?
That door is closed.
Okay. At an angle from where I am now, can I open it?
You can open it as part of your move action. It doesn't cost you anything to open a door.
Okay, then I'm gonna open the door and end my turn.
All right.
So I'm telling all my buddies, including Loomis, let's go after this guy through this door.
All right. Very good. Does that end
All right.
your turn?
Yep, I end my turn.
All right. Next up is Torka Galu.
Torka's a little so you can visibly see the grip. Torka's hands loosening up a little bit on his war pick because he was ready to lay into the general. But knows that assaulting her in this sphere that she is contained in would be folly. So Torka's now going to move.
Torka, you can see that she has a concerned look on her face.
So she's gone from like complete rage to concern.
She currently looks like she has concern on her face. And slowly, you watch as that facade cracks and she begins laughing.
Okay. 20. 25. 30. Orca is going to look at Loomis and Cole and wink. And then Torka's going to kind of rub his little
Hey, easy,
little
easy,
nipple.
easy.
And Torka's going to heal himself for 20 more points of... Torka's going to give himself 20 points of health.
Okay.
And that'll end Torka's turn.
All right. Let's see. All right, that'll end Torka's turn. We are now at turn 3. Next up is our friend Lord Roville. Who comes outside, uses his action to quaff a potion.
Whoa.
That sounds really nasty.
We never do that.
Potion quaffing?
All right.
I watched a video of a lady getting thrown out of Walmart for that.
It's a drinking with panache.
That will end his turn. Next up is Loomis.
Okay. He's going to just run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And bust out that
What?
door and look around. Is that like a patio?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's like a balcony.
Okay. And yeah, he's just gonna kind of look and see if he can see where Lord Roville went.
Yeah, he can easily Kool-Aid Man his way through the door if you wanted to. You see Lord Roville is flying now, 30 feet up in the air, poised above the garden below, the little garden plaza down below.
Okay. Oh my gosh. How many crossbows did it have? I pick up the last ones. Bolts. Excuse me. Okay, I've got 18 left. Okay, I want to fire 3 crossbow bolts at him. And here we go. 27 hits.
Oh yeah, you have advantage right now. Yeah, 27
Got the matrix.
would hit. Yeah.
At the Matrix.
And then, okay. Keep going here. Another one. Heavy crossbow.
That also hits. Another 5. That also hits. Another 12.
Okay. And then I'm gonna say, hurry up, he's flying.
You've used your action. You've used all of your movement.
Yeah. 19. Is that? I'm just looking at that. 30. 1d20. And the 20 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6 equals 19. Didn't my improved crit at a 19?
That's
Seems like
on.
it should be more than 5.
Well, that's on you to tell me. Let me go back in and look. Hang on. Let's find out how champions work. All right.
Champion.
Yeah,
Does
if
it
you go
apply
down,
to ranged weapons?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's something that only applies to melee.
it just says your weapon attacks.
Well, hang on. Let me look at it. We're going to read about it. We're going to learn.
Learning's fun.
Weapon attack, score, critical hit. Yet, technically, that is a weapon attack. So, on an 18... So, yeah, that would do another, hang on here, another 1d10 of damage. So, just roll a 1d10. /R space 1d10. Alright, he took another 4 points of damage.
Okay, yay. Then, okay, that ends my turn now.
Alright. Next up is the general. The general will use her bonus action to Misty Step.
I go through it.
Yeah, she can Misty Step to any point she can see. Force Cage is complete, or wall, not Force Cage, Wall of Force like you cast is completely invisible.
Yeah,
So if you can see
that's
through Wall of Force, you can use Misty Step through it.
Wow. Okay.
So she uses Misty Step to escape that. Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Or does she want to go further here? Yeah, I think she's going to go further here. To right here. That's her bonus action, so she will now make her attack action. Let's see. She will attack you, Cole, 3 times with her rapier.
All right. Easy target.
21 and 20, I think, both hit you.
Yep.
Or actually, hang on here. Yeah. You
16
take
does not.
10, 11. You take 24 points of damage. Give me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I don't want to be concentrating, but I am.
All right, you successfully maintain concentration on your wall of force.
Empty wall of force.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
All right. Does that... No, Mrs. General, is that in your turn? I think so. Okay. Next up is
All right,
Soren.
Senior winces.
Next up is Soren Lawrenson.
Am I able to cast a spell through a foe?
Through a foe.
Yeah, I mean, so not at the foe, but past the foe. So if I
Willem
wanted to
Dafoe?
cast, so if I wanted to cast a spell, say at Loomis,
You cannot see Loomis
I-
from where you are.
I know, but if I was on the other side of General Vemirov, like right here, would I be able to cast that spell on Loomis?
This door is still open. This door was broken by Loomis when he Kool-Aid manned his way through it.
Gotta love him.
So yeah, if you were behind the general, I would say that you could see Loomis.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Okay, so I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I will, what's the word?
You will do that.
Quicken. I will quicken, shocking grasp. And so I'll try to get her with shocking grasp again. Just 26 hit.
You have advantage. 26 does hit. She takes 22 lightning damage and loses the reaction that she no longer had.
Cool. Alrighty. And then I will cast Fly on Loomis.
Okay.
And I will say, fly up and get that bastard. And that will end my turn.
All right. Next up is, or actually at the end of your turn, the general will use her legendary actions to once again use her Slay You All ability, which will make 2 simultaneous attacks, one at Soren and one at Stokel, with her rapier. First one at Soren, 15 misses, and now at Stokel. 25 hits. Stokel.
He never rolls a 15 on me.
Cole, you take 19 points of
Ouch.
damage.
All right.
And give me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Only because I haven't had a free action to drop concentration.
You can do it. You can drop concentration literally at any time.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
You don't even. I mean,
Uh,
literally, at any time. You could do it on the general's turn. You could say, "I drop
Okay.
concentration on Wall of Force," or
Yeah.
Wall of Force.
Okay. I'll do it when I choose to, not when she makes.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying you can literally do it any time.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I can do because you told me, General.
All right. So that ends Soren's turn. Cole, you are up.
Okay. Um. Cool. Going to. Think. No, he might as well move. All right, he's gonna move up to here, and gonna cast on the general who's been stabbing him.
Finger of Death. DC 19 Constitution saving throw. She failed. She will use one use of Indomitable to re-roll that.
Oh, okay. Please.
And she
Oh.
is fine.
Oh,
Is that half damage? On half as much damage on
Yeah.
a successful one.
There it is.
So that is 35 points of damage.
That's still
nice hit.
healthy damage.
Yeah, I mean it was a good attack. She's just so fast.
She's got her own matrix thing going.
She is a spellcasting warlord, stat-wise,
mm-hmm.
with some extra stuff thrown in just because
Mm.
it sounded cool.
10, 15. And his turn.
All right. Next up is Torka. Or well, hang on. Oh, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, you got quiet for a sec, but yeah.
All right. At the end of Cole's turn, let's see. What does the general want to do? She will use one of her legendary actions. She uses her legendary action of Stick and Move. Stick and Move allows her to move away towards a target without provoking an attack of opportunity and make one rapier attack at the end of that movement. So she is going to follow Cole into that room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and she's going to stab Cole in the back.
Ouch. Oh, finally!
17,
a miss.
however, does not hit Cole. All right, that will end her or Cole's turn. Next up is Torka Gallo.
All right. Torka will move 5.
When Torka Gallo
Hey.
throws his mighty shield,
Boom, boom, boom. 15.
all those who chose to oppose his pick must yield.
25. Restore Torka Rangers. Alright, Torka will.
Now I see Torka gyrating his cloaca towards the general, saying, "Fire the wave motion gun!"
like in a helicopter manner, with nothing really helicoptering.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I will swing my vicious war pit.
you have advantage
God.
with
Oh,
Cole.
yeah. Should I just roll it again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I put
That's
it on
okay. That's
normal.
okay. That's okay. Just roll
So
one more
this-
time and then hit your toggle. All right, 26 does hit for 17 points of damage.
Okay, before I roll again, I'm going to put a little smitey in there.
All right.
Let's toss a second level in. Okay.
39. Oh no, I read that wrong. Still,
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 30.
30. 30. Only 30.
Only 30.
And then my second vicious war pick hits,
27 hits.
and we are going to do another. Let's do a third level smite this time. For 20 more radiant.
All right. Now Torka pulls out some bullshit like, I want to use my action surge that he didn't have.
Mm-hmm. If I could, I would. Man, I guess. Who's next? I mean, I guess I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay.
With 5
And-
movement left, I don't see a reason to move. Yeah, I'll back up one. Screw it. Sorry, I apologize. I end my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, General Vemerov will use this opportunity to take one of her villain actions. Not legendary actions, villain actions. And
More devious and legendary.
she's going to produce 2 daggers, and she's going to throw them at Soren Lawrenson.
Oof.
She has advantage on this attack. However, she has an enemy right next to her, which means she has disadvantage, so it is canceled out. She will throw these daggers at normal at Soren Lawrenson. Alright, looking for a 19. She gets a 20.
I will cast shield.
All right, with a casting of shield that raises your AC to 24, her attack misses and her daggers clutter down or crash down to the floor.
Ooh.
That will end Torka's turn. We have moved on now to round 4. Lord Roville floating over the plaza now can see Loomis. He's going to cast Cone of Cold at you, Loomis. That has a 60-foot cone. It's going to go past him and hit Cole as well. That is all. He may hit his girlfriend, but he doesn't know that the general is on the other side of that wall. That would be dirty meta. All right. So, let me see if I can find. I think we have a spell effect for this. We do. Good God, that's huge.
That's what she said.
So that's going to hit everybody in that room.
Family.
So the you may be wondering, well, wait a minute, we're on the side of that wall. It doesn't see us. It fills the area that it's in, so it's going to wrap around any kind of columns or walls, etc. So that's going to be Loomis, Cole, the General, and Torka. Let's see, are all going to have
Like
to
a
make
40K flamethrower.
pretty much, yeah. All right, so that's going to be. Oh, this is a level 9 version too. Nice. So in the 2025 stats in the new monster manual, for a lot of things that cast spells, they took away spell slots and they just told you how many times per day they could cast it and at what level they're casting it at during the encounter. So this one is just locked into level 9. I like that. I don't have a problem with it.
Hmm.
All right, so that's going to be a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. We're going to go in order first. Loomis.
Okay.
+4.
Or not, hang on, not a 20. Hang on. That is a 17. Plus 4 would bring you to 17. So you only take half of that damage, which is 29 plus 17 would be 46, half of which is 20. Loomis, you take 23 points of damage. Next up is Cole. Cole Fiery Buckle.
All right. And do I get advantage from or sorry, I get +4 from being near Torka?
You do because you are within 30 feet of Torka.
Okay. And it's Constitution.
So you get a 26. You pass the saving throw. You take 23 points of damage. And
Okay.
I need a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
I actually have a Warcaster, so I passed that.
Well, you're also within 30
Oh,
feet of me.
great. I guess so.
All right. So next up is the General. Looking for a 17. Oh, she fails. She gets a 16.
Oh.
She will use another use of Indomitable
Oh,
to
okay.
reroll that. 25. She takes
Oh,
23.
Oh, that would have been so cool though.
yeah, that would have been.
And
But you
last
take
but
half
not
the hit.
least will be Torka Gallo.
Am I going to be the only one that fails?
I hope so.
No.
All right, so Torka, you only take 23 points of damage.
-23. Got it.
Now, the outside of this wall looks like a big ice cavern, and the inside of this wall looks the same. It's frozen solid.
Okay.
All right, that's just how it looks. That doesn't mean it's brittle like ice. It just means that it looks
Oh,
like it's
man.
covered with ice. All right, that will be, let me see. And Lord Roville, having cast his spell, will move 5, 10, 15, 20 around the corner of that building. Next up is Loomis.
Okay, let me see here.
And-
I'm sorry, I know it's not my turn, but this wall has disappeared.
It has not disappeared once again. It is covered in ice.
Okay, I apologize.
It looks like maybe you're in some kind of ice cavern along that wall. It is not brittle. It is not something that can be easily broken. It is just coated in a thin veneer of ice.
And Limits, I put up the spell stats for flying, for my flying spell.
Okay. Yeah, it's 60. That's what I was measuring. 60 feet. I can get to him. I'm just wondering what to do.
Whatever we were going to do, let's do it. Let's do it quick.
Okay. Well, I originally, so he had planned to go after him, so he's just going to stick to that. So I'm going to fly over to him and then attack him.
All right,
With
so
my-
he is currently 30 feet in the air. Are you rising up to his level as you're flying over across?
Yes, I would be flying
All right.
at him,
Okay.
aiming to attack him
Okay.
in melee combat with my surge action for 6. And ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you got a 31. That does. Hang on, let me see. That's a 19, so you add an additional dice. Just go ahead and click on the Great Axe +2, and now roll an additional 1d12. All right, 23 points of damage.
Okay. And then
Hang on, 26. Yeah, 26 is going to hit him. So another 17 points of damage.
okay, number 3.
24 will hit him.
And that's a 12 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2.
Just click on. Yeah, 12 doesn't affect your criticals at all. Literally just hit the damage on it.
Okay.
All right, so that's another 9 points of damage.
Okay.
You're gonna get your 18 or above on a result of 30 or above. So there you've got it again. So roll, hit the damage and then roll another 1d12. All right, so another
Darn it.
20.
And one more.
All right, hang on, let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 28 hits. Go ahead and roll
Let's
your
see.
damage.
Okay.
You have one more attack.
Damn it, wrong one.
All right, 27 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Minus 13. That was your last attack.
Okay. And how far did I move?
You moved 35 feet. Or were you here?
I was right here. Yeah.
Okay,
40.
then you have moved 40 feet.
Okay. Just gonna move back around here. I'll just stay there. That'll end my turn.
All right, next up is the general. I think. Well, let's look at her villain actions first. She may have some good stuff here. Not just yet. Okay. Or maybe. So. She's going to make 3 rapier attacks at you, Cole.
Okay. Easy target.
She's
bully.
looking for a 19. 27 hits. 30 hits. And a 27 hits. That's 3 hits. So
Swiss cheese.
you're going to take 13 plus 4. That's 17 points of damage.
Got it.
And then another 14 points of damage. And then another 16 points of damage.
Okay, it's all marked off.
So, give me 13 plus 4, 17. Give me a DC 10. Give me 3 DC 10 Constitution saving throws. All right, they all pass. Your impotent wall of force continues to thrive. Let's see here. At the end of her turn, General Vemerov will use her third round villain action to move up to her movement speed without provoking attacks of opportunity and make one rapier attack. So she will run towards Torka and stab him, attempt to run him through the side with her rapier. 22 hits Torka Gallo. Torka, you take 18 points of damage. Do you feel like a matador bull right now?
No.
All right, that will end
No,
the.
I feel like I should not have
Hmm?
moved away from her. That was stupid. That's how I feel right now. Stupid.
That will end the general's turn. Next up is Soren Lorenzen.
All right. Gotcha. So. Soren will go ahead and here. Say 5, 15, 25, and he will quicken. He'll quicken Shocking Grasp again. Okay, Shocking Grasp.
With advantage, because she is wearing metal armor, an 18 does not hit.
Damn. Okay. All right. And then he will then cast.
I'm laughing at the superior intellect.
My superior intellect of what is it? What is that? Superior intellect of my character? Oh, of 14. Oh. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Let's see. Now, where is that? Oh yes, we're gonna cast Finger of Death. Death. Get back to the core after I've taken that off.
DC 19 con save. She makes the con save. So she only takes 30 points of damage.
Come on.
No, just damage.
And there you go. And I will stay right here.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
At the end of your turn, General Vemerov will once again attack Torka Gallo with her rapier. 14 misses. All right. Next up is Cole Fiery Buckle. Hang on,
Okay.
hang on. My cat just pulled some bullshit. I gotta step in. Hang on.
All right.
That Linus.
Those cats, man, I'm telling you, dude. Mine's a year, and he is crazy. He'll just walk behind the counter and go, I'm gonna knock that off. Because I can.
Exactly.
All right, I'm back. Oh shit! Hang on. Fuck.
Family friendly Twitch
uh,
caster.
Yeah. Until Linus Barrowman Oh, Linus.
All right, I'm back. That wasn't the second one. Wasn't on Linus. Just the first one. The second one was on me. Calamitous ruin. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, Cole, you're up.
Yep. Okay, Cole's gonna move first. He's gonna move 5. He wants to go here. Is that extra movement? Is this like a balcony stepping down?
It's like an extension of that space, so it's not. It doesn't cost you
Okay.
anything extra.
All right, so that's 10, 15. Then I think he can stop here. He wants to be within 30 of his enemies. And so from here, he is going to cast Destructive Wave. Going to strike the ground and create a burst of divine energy that ripples outward. And he chooses these 2 creatures within 30 feet who must succeed on a Constitution save.
All right,
DC 19 con saves.
19 or 17?
It should be.
Because it
Should
says
be
17.
19. I know it's wrong. It's 19.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know how to
start
fix it.
verifying because I feel like y'all are starting to just f with me now.
we
No, I
might,
swear
we
it's,
might
it's
be.
19. All right,
Yeah, it is
So,
19.
Lord
But
Roville will make his first Constitution saving throw. He makes his. Next up will be the General. She makes hers.
all right.
So they each make theirs.
It is half damage.
Half damage, and they are not knocked prone.
Mhm.
So how much damage was that? 26 plus 12. 38. So half of 38 is 19. All right. Next up is... Or I'm sorry, Cole, is that in your turn? That was your action.
Yeah, I do have movement left, but I don't know if I have a place to go. I guess. Yeah, I guess Cole will move back where he came. So 1 second. Sorry. So 5, 10, 15
All
to
right.
there.
Does that end your turn?
That ends his turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the General will use her Slay You All ability to attack
Oh,
all creatures within 5 feet of her. Thank you for moving
You're
back
welcome.
inside, right next to her,
Yep.
by the way. All right, so that's going to be 3 attacks, 1 at Cole, 1 at Soren, 1 at Torka. Here comes the one at Cole first. That hits. And then the one at Soren Lawrenson. 14 misses. And then the one at Torka. 21 misses, Torka. So the only one she hit was Cole, who rushed back into the room to be with his friends.
You're welcome, guys. Charge!
Cole, you take 14 points of damage.
All right. Got it.
Cole made it in time to take 14 points of damage. I see how that works.
All right, next up is Torka Galu.
That's my name.
That's my Torka.
That's her buddy. That's her buddy. She's been making into Swiss cheese.
Checking my spell slotness. Alright. So, gonna swing my vicious war pick at the general. Oh, that looks like
Ooh.
a crit.
Yes.
That looks like a
Oh.
crit.
That is, in fact,
Alright.
a crit. So that is 8 plus 6. Is that correct?
Yeah. Low
14.
damage on that crit. I'm
This.
gonna put a.
That
So if I
was
smite a.
that was
ahead.
kind of a limp-wristed crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I smite a crit, does it affect the
wait.
smite?
Yes. If you crit, any damage dice that you roll are multiplied.
Alright. So I'm gonna put a 3rd level smite onto that.
Or, pardon me, rolled twice.
So I get to smite twice?
If you're going to put a 3rd level smite onto her with the crit, you roll that damage twice.
Okay. So here's the first. For 17.
Mm-hmm. Hit it again. Hit it again.
And then here's the second.
All right, 30 points of damage.
And then I should get like an extra D10 for viciousness.
Oh, from your vicious war pick. Hang on here. An extra 1d8.
8, okay. So.
All right, an additional 3.
Oh, one hit. Awesome.
All right. And so my next vicious war pick.
Oh, wow, that's just one.
With
20
advantage, 20 does not hit her.
Oh, no.
Oh. What?
All right. Marking off my spell slot. Roville's next. Torka is going to. We're going to move to here.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Next up, we're at the start of round 5. Lord Roville is up.
Like,
Lord...
he is.
I'm sorry,
Up
what?
in the air. Up in the
Oh,
air,
up
30
in the
feet.
air.
No,
Up in
it
the
is
air.
it is
Sorry.
his turn. He is going to use Misty Step to get all the way behind Loomis. And then he is going to disappear off of the map.
Oof.
With Misty Step, I heard you guys
Hang
say
on.
there's no
Before
attack of opportunity.
before he Misty Steps out. Yeah, when he uses Misty Step, there is no attack of opportunity. He's literally just teleporting like Nightcrawler from one spot to the next. If he was
Okay.
using his flight movement, you could have attacked him. He didn't do that. He used Misty Step. So, he will cast Lightning Bolt at Loomis as he leaves.
Well, wait a minute. Because of Misty Step, that's 2 spells.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, he just
What?
he nopes it on out.
Rules?
He nopes it on out. All right, that will end Lord Roville's turn, and we will take him out of initiative.
Oh man, I was really wanting to take out that fellow Blue Blood.
Next up is Loomis.
Okay, he's gonna turn around and shrug his shoulders and go, grumble, and then he's just gonna fly back over to the door.
Flying like Peter Pan.
Yup, flying feet at an angle that will bring him right to the step, which is 40. And then he's gonna stick his head in the door. move through them? 40?
You can move through your friends. You
Through
cannot
us.
move through an enemy.
Okay.
You cannot stop on your on any occupied space.
Okay.
But you can move through your friends, but you cannot move through an enemy.
That was... I'll just move through, then land right there. And
Sweet.
what the heck? I'm gonna do my surge because she's right in front of me.
Nice.
May not get another chance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, show.
24 hits. 7 points of damage. Second attack. 30.
Yep, sorry.
Okay. 30 is a double, so go ahead and do your damage and then do an additional 1d12. Or hang on, you did that with your heavy crossbow. So we'll ignore the 30, 15, and
Yeah,
we're just going to
sorry.
go. Okay, pause. Just do what I tell you to do, okay? All right, so we're going to go with the crit. Okay, the crit is your second attack. Okay,
Correct, thank you.
so 14 plus 7. That's going to be 21 points of damage.
Alright.
This is your third attack.
Yes, third attack. Sorry, my stupid...
No, that's fine. Just hit Great Axe plus
Screen.
2. Stop hitting.
Yeah.
Don't hit anything else. All right, so 29 hits. Roll your damage. 13.
And Great Axe plus 2. It keeps minimizing, I don't know why. It shouldn't. That's when I have to open it back up, and then I have to scroll up.
All right, 23 hits for 13 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more attacks. 16 is not hit.
Oh, Lord. That was a fail.
26 hits. An additional 16 points of damage.
Alright. That'll end my turn.
All right. Next up is the general. The general is going to make 3 rapier. Well, she's going to make 3 rapier attacks. She's going to aim them at Cole until Cole falls, and then she will. Then she will perhaps take
So
additional steps.
So the first one.
She's gonna miss.
Well, we'll see. All right, so looking for a 19. She gets it with a 29. Cole, you take 18 points of damage.
Okay. Cole will use his cutting words in
Okay.
order to reduce the damage, and we'll see how much he can. So he has a D12. So rolling 1d12. Oh, he gets an 11, so he reduces by 11.
All right, so you take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And
One
then
second.
she will attack you a second time.
Okay.
15 misses. She will
Yes.
attack you a third time.
Ooh.
That's a crit.
Oh!
Okay.
You're going to
And I
take
think
12, 15, 25 points of damage.
I'm just checking, but I think cutting words takes a reaction, if I remember right. So
It
can't
does,
do
and
twice.
you've already used your reaction.
Yep. All right. Cole is down and dying.
All
That was a
right.
good hit.
will-
He says that as he falls. Oh, good hit.
And Torko will make an attack
Okay.
using his
Ah.
Sentinel ability.
.27 hits for 17 points of damage. Is that correct?
Yes.
Torka Galu. How do you strike down General Vemerov, who just
Whoa!
put down your friend?
Torka puts the pick right into her breastbone.
Jesus.
But and it just sinks right in. And as she stares Torka in the eyes, Torka doesn't even notice. He's focused completely on Stokel, who has hit the ground.
All right. We are out of initiative.
Whoa! Torca Gallo. Jeez.
Well, it's not going into the song. Cole didn't see it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you about it.
Okay, better be good one.
Better be a
And
good one.
with General Vemerov dead, that will end tonight's session, and we will pick up next week with what you guys want to do as far as looting stuff off of her or looting.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Soren, you can dig through her skull
Silverware?
looking for copper. Whatever you
Oh
guys
yeah.
want to do, but we'll deal with what all you guys find next week. In the meantime, go ahead and level up to 19.
Whoa.
As you have
Jeez.
eliminated a threat that you guys have been dealing with for quite a while.
Uh-huh.
So when we just to be clear, so I'm not a jerk about this, when we level up and gain hit points, gain all that crap, do we leave ourselves at the
You
points
leave
we're
your
at now?
you leave yourself at your current hit points. You
Okay.
do not regain your hit points or
Spell
any
slots or anything
or
like
any
that.
of your additional features from your class until you have a long rest.
Okay, I'm just clarifying.
No, I'm just stating that for everybody so that everyone
Yeah.
knows. So adjust your hit point maximum, but do not adjust your current hit points.
I'm with you. Spell
Alright.
slots can go up.
Yeah, that might
But we're
mean
not gonna adjust.
can we not use the level mentor?
No,
Does
you
it-
can
Does
use
it automatically?
you can
You
use
can.
your
It doesn't.
character
It doesn't
names.
ruin that for us. Okay.
No, it shouldn't.
Okay. So I'll still stay at 0,
Yes.
but it'll be a smarter 0.
Well, unless Torka wants to heal you now before we close out the session.
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh,
if that's
that
an
would
option.
ruin everything.
Yeah, that's an option.
Because as Torka said, he was far more focused on Stokel as he punched through her breastplate, through her sternum, and sunk his vicious war pick in there. So yeah, absolutely. And Torka would normally only give 1 laying on hands
Well,
to Thorin,
yeah.
but knowing that we're out of combat, he'll put 25 on his friend Stokel.
All right.
Probably a bad idea. A lamp is probably going to fall on you as we start our next session.
All right. And we will
Cool.
end there for the week. We will pick up next week and see what you guys find as far as loot and all that stuff.
Nice.
Cool. Definitely gonna raid the house. Then cool. Thanks.
Burn it.
I don't know. It's kind of a nice place.
Burn it, burn it.
Burn it. To the ground.
Fire.
Burn, fire, burn.
All right.
I don't
We
know.
will pick it up next time. Let me take us back to our. Oh, where is that? Did I pass it already? I'm trying to find our opening title art. Hang on. There we go. All right. We will pick this up next week. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. We will see y'all next time.
Love you, dude.
Thank you, Trey.
Yep. Have a good night.
Thank
Thank you.
Trey.